Do you know how much a barber makes in a day just cutting hair one head at a time? $40 a cut. A line out the door on Saturday. Quick math says this guy's rich. But here's a question you've never asked. Who does your barber actually work for? Because the answer is going to surprise you. In most American shops, the barber isn't an employee. He's a tenant. That chair he cuts your hair in, he pays rent on it. Every single week. Today, real prices, real chair rents, real daily takes, and the clock-shaped ceiling no barber can cut through. Grab a seat. The chair is warm. Let's get into it. Saturday morning. The busiest room in the neighborhood. Clippers buzzing. Sports debate raging. A line out the door. The barbershop, half business, half town hall. And in the middle of it all, the man with the clippers. You've watched him work. 30 minutes, $40. 8 in the morning to 8 at night. Your head math says this man clears 1,000 a day. Here's the thing nobody tells you. A barbershop is not one business. It's 6 or 8 tiny businesses sharing one roof. Every chair is its own economy, its own rent, its own customers, its own hustle. The shop owner isn't the boss of the barbers, he's their landlord. Once you see that, every number today will make sense. So how does a barber actually get paid? 3 doors. Door 1, the hourly employee. Steady paycheck. Steady schedule. The shop keeps the upside. This is where new barbers start and rarely stay. Door 2, commission. The barber in the shop split every dollar. Splits run from 40-60 to 70-30 in the barber's favor. Cut $100 of hair on a 60 split, 60 for you, 40 for the house. The house provides the chair, the products, the walk-ins. Fair deal until your skills outgrow the split. Which brings us to door 3, the big one, chair rental. The barber pays the shop a flat fee and keeps every other dollar he touches. His prices, his hours, his clients, his kingdom 6 feet wide, rented by the week. Fun fact, 2 states actually ban this entire model. New Jersey and Pennsylvania, no chair rentals allowed. Everywhere else, the tenant model rules the industry. So what does a chair cost? Small towns, around $100 to $150 a week. Metro markets, $300 to $500 a week. Premium city shops, up to $1,600 a month. Now do what every renting barber does on Monday morning, divide the rent by the haircut. $400 a week, $40 a cut, the first 10 heads of the week belong to the landlord. Monday and Tuesday, you're cutting for the chair. Wednesday onward, you're cutting for you. Sound familiar? The gym had its break-even members. The food truck had meals 61. Every business has a line where the day starts counting. Now the menu. What does hair actually cost in America? A fade in a mid-tier city, Nashville, Charlotte, Columbus, $30 to $45. New York, LA, Miami, Chicago, $50 to $75 for the same fade. Beard trim, $15 to $25 on top. Hot towel shave, $35 and up. Kids cuts, lineups, designs every add-on stacks. And then the quiet kicker. Tips. Barbershop tipping runs the classic 20%. $5 to $10 extra dollars, nearly every chair visit. Remember the rule from the waiter video? People tip faces. And nobody's closer to your face than the man holding a razor to it. So $40 a cut, tips on top. Why isn't every barber rich? Because of the ceiling no skill can cut through, the clock. A quality fade takes 30 to 45 minutes. That's 2 heads an hour. Maximum, no machine speeds it up. No app scales it. 10 hours of non-stop cutting. 20 heads. That's the wall. A barber sells the one thing nobody can manufacture. His own minutes. 20 slots a day. 6 days a week. Forever, every empty slot is a bill that showed up anyway. Time to spend a week behind the chair. Meet Andre. Atlanta, 12 years cutting. Chair rental, $350 a week. Monday, the industry's traditional day off. A tradition older than the clippers themselves. Tuesday, 9 a.m., 3 bookings on the app. Yes, the app. The modern shape-up runs on software. Online booking, card payments, automatic reminders. Tuesday total, 7 cuts. $280 plus tips. Not bad. but 50 of it belongs to the chair. Wednesday, 11:15, the industry's silent thief arrives, the no-show. A booked head that simply never walks in. Andre can't sell that half hour to anyone else now. The waiter had campers. The barber has ghosts. His defense, deposits. $10 up front to book. Ghosts hate deposits. Thursday, the regulars parade. And here's the engine of the whole profession. Hair grows back. Every client resets in 2 to 3 weeks. A barber with 100 loyal heads owns a subscription business that never announced itself. No ads, no algorithm, just a fresh fade and gravity. Friday, payday town. Fresh checks, fresh cuts. 12 cuts, $480, plus 90 in tips. And then, Saturday. The Super Bowl of the Clippers, booked solid, 8 to 7. Walk-ins turned away. Weddings, first dates. Job interviews. Game night. Mid-Saturday, the shop's sweetest ritual, a first haircut. A booster seat. A nervous toddler. A phone filming everything. Andre keeps the first curl in a little envelope. No charge for that. That family just became 20 years of customers. Walk-ins still knock too, the appointment era never killed them. A squeezed-in walk-in is pure bonus revenue. A turned away one might become someone else's regular. 18 heads. $720. $140 in tips. Andre's hands ache. His feet throb. His week is won. Weekly total, about $1,900, tips included. Minus the chair. Minus the blades. Minus the taxman. We'll run that math soon. First, the bigger picture. What does the average American barber actually earn? Government data says the median is $18.73 an hour, roughly $39,000 a year, full-time. But medians hide the hustle. Cash tips fly under every survey's radar. And the spread between chairs is enormous. A booked-out renter in a good city clears $70, $80, even $100,000 a year. And the celebrity tier? Different planet. House call barbers to athletes and artists charge $100 to $500 a cut. Same clippers. Same 30 minutes. Different zip code. The panhandler's law strikes again. The corner sets the ceiling. Even for scissors. Quick detour. What about the discount chains? Chain stylists earn hourly wages plus thinner tips, speed quotas, corporate menus, walk-in conveyor belts. Steady work. Capped ceiling. The independent barber trades safety for upside, and the market rewards the brave ones. Newest trend. The private suite. One barber. One room. His name on the door. Suite rents run higher, but the brand becomes untouchable. Quick rewind because this trade has the strangest origin story. For centuries, barbers weren't just cutting hair. They were the surgeons, pulling teeth, setting bones, bloodletting with the same steady hands, that spinning pole outside every shop, red and white the colors of the surgeon's trade. A medieval advertisement still spinning on your street. Medicine moved on. The trust never left. Which explains the shop's second job, unofficial therapy office. Half of every session is talk. Breakups, business plans, big news, it all lands in the chair. Barbers joke they should charge by the confession. That trust is the moat no discount chain can cross. Now, the costs because the blades bill too. Professional clippers, $200 to $400 per set. Blades dull. Guards crack. Trimmers burn out. Sanitizer capes, razors, product $100 plus a month. Barber school came first, 1,000 plus hours of training, and up to $20,000 in tuition. Plus the license renewed, forever, by the state. And the body pays its own tuition. 10 hours standing, arms raised, wrists twisting. Ask any 20-year veteran about his back. This job is athletic. It just wears an apron. And the independent barber carries the gig worker backpack too. No employer health insurance. No paid vacation. No 401k match. Self-employment tax on every dollar. Sick day? The chair earns $0 and still charges rent. Sound familiar? Same fine print as the Uber driver. Freedom always ships with its own invoice. But here's what the barber has that almost nobody else does. Recessions cancel vacations. Layoffs cancel lattes. Nobody cancels haircuts. Hair grows in booms. Hair grows in busts. Economists literally track recessions in haircut spending people stretch 4 weeks to 6. But they always come back. No app has disrupted it. No robot threatens it. AI can write your emails. It cannot fade your neckline. In a world of automation panic, the barber chair might be the safest 6 feet in the economy. And the modern barber has a second storefront: the phone. Instagram is the new shop window. Before and after fades. Transformation reels. Satisfying clipper audio. One viral transformation can book a month solid. Clients now drive across cities for a stranger's fade they found at 2 a.m. On a phone. The clippers cut hair. The camera cuts through the market. So how do the winners win behind the chair? Rule 1. Own your book, not just your chair. The client list is the real asset. A barber who moves shops and keeps his 100 heads just proved who the business really was. Rule 2. Raise prices with the calendar, not the courage. Industry data says most barbers undercharge by $8 to $15. Booked out 2 weeks? Your price is wrong. Rule 3. Sell the shelf. Pomade, beard oil, shampoo retail margins near 50%. 10 product sales a week is a car payment. Rule 4. Master the calendar's dead zones. Discounted senior cuts on slow Tuesday mornings turn dead hours into rent money. And Rule 5. The end game: flip the model. Rent chairs long enough, and one day you buy the shop. Then 6 barbers pay rent to you while you cut only the heads you like. The tenant becomes the landlord. The circle completes. Thinking of picking up the clippers yourself? Here's year 1, honestly. 1,000 school hours on mannequin heads, then real heads, real nerves, real mirrors. Your first crooked lineup will haunt you. And him. New barbers earn slowly while the book builds 2 heads today, 4 next month, a full chair in a year or 2. The trade pays patience first, then it pays money. So the final math, the number you clicked for. A slow weekday, 5 to 8 cuts, 2 to 300 gross. A Friday, 10 to 12 cuts, 4 to 500. A Saturday, 15 to 20 heads, 600 to 1,000 tips included, hands aching. Then the chair takes its rent. Supplies take their cut. The taxman takes his 15.3. The honest yearly range lands here. 40 to 50, 5,000 for a steady renter, 70 plus for the booked out, 80 plus in the big cities, and 6 figures for the ones who own their book or the building. The clippers were never the variable. The chair, the city, and the book, those decide everything. So remember your weighting bench math from the start? 40 a cut, all day long, easy 1,000? You forgot the chair's rent, the empty Tuesday slots, the ghosts, the blades, and the ceiling made of minutes. And yet barbering is booming. Classic shops are back. Fades are culture. Chairs are full. Because in a screen-soaked world, 30 minutes of real conversation and a mirror moment that makes you stand taller turns out to be worth every dollar. So the next time you sink into that chair cape snapped, clippers humming, game on the TV, remember whose office you're sitting in. Not an employee station. A rented 6-foot kingdom where the rent is due Monday, the ceiling is made of minutes, and the entire business grows back half an inch a month forever, and that 5 you always tip? Now you know exactly which kingdom it lands in. If this changed how you see that chair, subscribe. Because next time, we're counting somebody else's till.